parlor. Yes, that's right. It's little old me, that quick-lipped quipstress of the dark, Elvira. Try saying that one fast 10 times. Quick-lipped quipstress of the dark, Elvira. Back once again with another awful eyeful, another weekend dosage of Movie Macabre.
Well, what is this weekend?
I was just about to tell you that, sister, so hold your horses. Oh, some people are so pushy. This weekend, we're serving up one called Blue Sunshine. That's what it's called. Don't sound very much like Movie Mac material to me, but sounds more like the name of some dishwashing liquid. But what the heck do I know? Heck, not very much. They didn't hire me for my brains, you know. Oh, Blue Sunshine, the Movie Mac thriller diller for this time around. And we'll get right to it after these words. Yes, I do. No, you don't. Yes, I do. I do. No, you don't. Okay, right, I don't. That guy Jerry didn't seem too thrilled about kissing his girlfriend there after she announced she felt like upchucking, did he? Kiss me zippy. No, come on, don't make me do that. Go have some honey and we'll talk about it later, okay? And the credits on this movie, I mean, I thought they would never end. For all I know, they haven't ended. Huh. First they gave us a few names, and then a little blackout, and then a few more names, and then another little blackout, and then some more names, then another blackout. Oh, I mean, just put them all together, will you? Get them over with, you know? If I wanted to read for 2 hours, I'd have gone out and bought a book or something. Well, we'll get right back to the movie after this. Oh, this poor old Zippy end up being the one who gets the blame. Okay, maybe it wasn't in such good taste the way he just sat there warming himself in front of that roaring fire. At least he didn't break out the marshmallows, did he? Of course, the one they ought to be worrying about is that strange dude with the bald head. Wasn't enough for him to murder that Sinatra tune, but then he had to go and wig out on us. And excuse me a minute. Hello, who is it? Oh, it's only you. It's that chump, the program director. Okay, what I do now? What do you mean my comments are tasteless and you'd just like me to get to the commercials? I'll get to the commercials when I'm good and ready.
Give me a break, will you?
Okay, I'm ready. Now, don't tell me that Zipkin's going back to visit his doctor friend. Has he forgotten where he, quote, unquote, borrowed that three-piece suit he's been living in for the past week and a half, huh? And I think I've got Blue Sunshine figured out at last. That had to be the name Ed Fleming used when he did his drag act on weekends in order to put himself through Stanford. No wonder he got so uptight when he heard about that photograph. Sure, something like that could ruin his chances of getting elected. Ed Fleming is the future. Future what? Future Dolly Parton? And it kind of makes you wonder about big number 32, Wayne Mulligan. Big number 32, When I was in school, they called me big number 38. And I never knew why either. On account of I never went out for sports. I went out with a few sports, but that's another story for another time. Let's get back to our story for this time, right after these words of importance. Oh, of course, I remember now. Blue Sunshine was that mind-altering drug from back in the 60s. My old pal Breather once told me that he used to get stoned a lot back in the 60s. Then he learned how to duck. Get it? The stones would miss him that way? Duck? Oh, gee, I remember when I was breaking in my act back in the 60s. Oh, wow, man. Thank you. And the sound of one hand clapping. Oh, far out. Okay, man. Now, have you heard the latest about Timothy Leary, man? The Internal Revenue Service ruled today that he can't deduct the cost of his LSD as a business trip. Oh, wow, thank you, man. Oh, wow, love, peace, man. You're a wonderful audience, man. I wish I could leave you with a few loose ends, that's one thing. But when it leaves you with a few split ends, that is something else again. And I guess that little epilogue they tagged on the end there was supposed to make this story like real or something. I'm sure gonna watch out for bald-headed dudes who can't stand disco music, I'll tell you. But all things considered, it wasn't such a bad movie. I mean, Barbra Streisand even showed up in that cameo performance. She seemed a little wooden to me, though, but what the heck? I don't want to be the final word on this movie, so let's get a second opinion. Oh, you, miss! On a scale of 1 to 10, what did you think of Blue Sunshine?
7 for me, please.
7. Hey, that ain't bad. 7 it is. And while we're playing the numbers game, note the clever segue here. While we're playing the numbers game, just let me mention that I'll be back next Saturday at 8, Sunday at 4, with more thrills, chills, and spills here on Movie Macabre. And on that note, it's time for me to boogie on out of here. See you next week, darling. And until then, unpleasant dreams. Ha ha ha!